Hello guys, how are you doing? So this is a really quick video about some tips for your next test. The test that was supposed to be a presential, but face-to-face interaction. But we are facing this pandemic, so this test is going to be online. I think you all are aware of that. You have received a messaging from your Polo EAD. I think you have already choose um, a date and an hour, a time for your taking taking the test. So here I am with the our last test, the Prova Objetiva 2. We are going to use this as a basis for the tips that I want to give you about the test that you're going to take Saturday. So I think it's gonna be useful. Why did I sorry, why this time? No, I could have done this earlier, maybe Monday, but I am doing this today because I want you to study the themes, the chapters before this video. So this video is only a video with, it's a guidance study video. It's not this video. If you are watching this video, it didn't replace an accurate study of the material. So you have to study to read the material in order to take the test. You all know that these online tests, they are not made by me. The artificial intelligence, the computer chose every question for you. So it's not a general test for everyone. No, every student has a different set of questions, and you have a limited amount of time to deliver your answers. So I don't remember if it is 2 or 4 hours. You have to check this information, but you have a limited amount of time to deliver your test, the answers of your test. So be aware of that. You have to study in order to be sharp in your answer, to be with a sharp mind. If you study, the more you study, the more quickly you can answer a question. So you have to study. That's all. Now I am going to share my screen with you guys, and I think I think you're already watching this. Okay, let me share with you. Okay, there we go. Right. So for instance, let me make it bigger. This is gonna be bigger for you guys to properly see. All right, question 1. You have this little test over here. Oh, again, the test is in Portuguese, so it's gonna be better for you to answer. It's in Portuguese. You have the chapters in English, and if you want to study in Portuguese, there is a Portuguese version of every chapter in our roteiro de aprendizagem, in our learning itinerary. So question 1 is in Portuguese. I'm not going to read the test, the text. You have to read it really accurately, with precision, attention. You have to read that, and then the question is: com base no texto acima, o que é possível afirmar a respeito dos primeiros séculos do cristianismo? Then you have 5 options, right? I'm going to mix a little bit English and Portuguese, so I'm sorry for that. We have this letter A, first option, que o cristianismo impactou a vida religiosa do mundo e deu origem a intolerâncias entre religiões. Não é o que está dito aqui no texto, então preste atenção no texto, ok? B, que o cristianismo impactou a vida moral da sociedade, fazendo com que mais pessoas seguissem seus preceitos, também não está no texto. Que o cristianismo impactou a vida do mundo, especialmente no que diz respeito às construções arquitetônicas. É verdade isso aqui, mas não está no texto, gente, tá? Tem que estar no texto aqui. Tá? Não basta ser verdade, tem que estar no texto. Essa é a primeira dica que eu dou. Não basta ser verdade, tem que estar no texto que está aqui. Ó. Se está perguntando com base no texto acima, com base no texto acima. É possível afirmar apenas isso aqui, que o cristianismo impactou a vida religiosa e política do mundo a ponto de ser vista como uma ameaça e dando origem a violentas perseguições, que é o tema do texto aqui, ó. Fala do sangue dos mártires, fala do édito de tolerância que deu fim à perseguição, tá? Então, é isso, né? Que o cristianismo impactou a vida do mundo em geral, promovendo a paz política e religiosa. Pode ser verdade, mas não está no texto. Ok? So, next question. So, you have to read what the question is asking for. Remember that the question is asking not about a true or false sentence. The question is asking you about what is possible to affirm with a basis in the text. So we have to read the text. All right. So question 2 also brings a really, it's a huge text. Right? It's a text about Passover or Easter, the Easter Sunday when Jesus is resurrected from the dead. So he's risen, and then we have a little Bible text, Lucas 15:8-10. Okay, it's and another. And you have this question here. So, para a gente entender ainda melhor esta comparação de Jesus, que é a mulher aqui da 10 moedas, a comparação de Jesus. Se nós temos 10 moedas e R$1 e de repente perdemos uma, quando encontramos, quem sabe nos alegramos mais por esta do que por aquelas 9 que sabíamos onde estavam. Então, é a história aqui. You have this little story about a woman that had 10 drachmas or 10 coins, and she lost one. She searched, she looked for, and she found it. And then she was really happy for this one that she lost and recovered. Then for the 9 ones that she already had. So, ao olhar para a parábola contada por Jesus, o que é possível concluir? This is the question, What's possible to conclude? Que as pessoas que sempre andam certas têm méritos diante de Jesus? Não está nos textos. Que não se pode criticar a ação de Jesus? Também não está no texto. Que Jesus tem uma preferência por aquelas pessoas de má fama? Também não. Que está no texto é isso aqui, ó. Que Jesus veio para buscar e salvar a todos, pois todos estão em dívida para com Deus, que é que está no texto aqui acima, tá? Jesus morre e ressuscita para salvar todas as pessoas, e que tem até festa no céu quando alguém se volta para Jesus, tá? Então é isso, né? Tá aqui, né? Eu afirmo a vocês que a mesma alegria há no céu existe diante dos anjos de Deus por um pecador que se arrepende. Então tá aqui no texto, tá? These questions, it's a multiple option. I mean, you can choose 2 options. You have 2 correct answers here, right? This is possible only in this prova objetiva 2, only in the test inside the aula, it's not possible in your online test, in your final test, semestral test, okay? And the semestral test, there is going to be only one right answer, not two like that, right? So question 3, this is really easy. You have to fill in the blankets, and then you have to be aware of what is this padroado, Rome and Alemania. You have to be aware. So you have to study. You can't just count on luck. You have to study in order to answer here. So, o termo Concílio de Trento, não. O termo, que termo? Refere-se a um tratado firmado entre a Cúria Romana e os reinados de quê? Então, Concílio de Trento não tem nada a ver com reinado, com nada tratado. Então, você já tira, você estudou, vai tirar essas duas, fica padroado ou protestantismo de conversão, também não tem nada a ver com Cúria Romana, é protestante. Sobra essas duas opções. Padroado, então padroado refere-se a um tratado firmado entre a Cúria Romana, que é a Igreja Católica, e os reinados de quê? Roma e Alemanha? Não, que Roma e Alemanha, né? Espanha e Portugal. Tá aqui, ó, chegou. You're right, guy. Right? So you have, and then you don't need to read the rest. You know that this one is the right answer, right? So question 4. So again, you have to read a text, read carefully, you have to read that. This is about the discovery or European Portuguese people coming to Brazil, all right? So we have this Portuguese coming. It's about the Catholic religion brought to Brazil. So you have three sentences here, and you have to say what or which one is correct. 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, and then it's only 2 and 3. 1. Por ocasião da chegada dos portugueses ao Brasil, não houve nenhuma intenção de cristianizar o povo encontrado. It's wrong, The text over here is contradicting the number 1, affirmative. So, you know that 1 is false. 2. Ao desbravar novas terras, os portugueses tinham uma dupla intenção, encontrar especiarias e cristianizar os povos. Yeah, that's right. They went to Christianize the world. It's over here, right? And 3. Ao chegar ao Brasil, a implantação do catolicismo era uma forma de demonstração de poder, também associada à coroa portuguesa. Yes, it's right. This is over here. Os portugueses que vieram para o Brasil estavam inseridos no universo mental de seu tempo e espaço. Partilharam o ideal de cruzada, adotando o catolicismo como insígnia do poder da coroa. Number 3 is right. If you read the text with attention, it's not difficult to see that number 2 and 3 are right, and that number 1 is wrong. Okay, number 2 and 3. Number 5, you only have to relate the alternatives over here with these associations. Right? I'm not going to read that. You have to study to be aware what is the Catholic Church, Protestant Church, Pentecostal Church, Neo-Pentecostal Church. You have to be, you have to study in order to differentiate these two churches, the Pentecostal and the New Pentecostal. And then you choose the right, the proper association. Okay? So, for example, here, Pentecostal Church, number 3. Surge nos Estados Unidos e chega ao Brasil no início do século XX, iniciando de forma mais expressiva no Pará. E os neopentecostais têm figuras de reconhecimento nacional como Edir Macedo, R.R. Soares e Valdomiro Santiago. So if you read the text, the chapter number 4, this is really clear there. chapter number 4, religion in Brazil. Okay? So about Candomblé, it's chapter number 4 again. You have to study religion in Brazil. And this is chapter number 6. No estudo sobre ética é possível identificar 3 teorias básicas. So you have to be able to tell what is consequentialism, what is teleologia, what is deontologia. Okay, 3 theories about ethics. All right, okay, so that's not difficult. About chapter 6, about consciousness and ethical choice and moral practices. So you have to evaluate that. And say, this is a trick, not trick, it's a little harder question. You have 2 affirmatives, and you have to be able to tell if 1 and 2 are true or false, and the relation between them. So, for instance, as afirmativas 1 e 2 são verdadeiras. They are true, but number 2 does not justify number 1. So, number 2 is not a justification of number 1, right? But they are true. They could be, number 2 could be a justification of number 1, but it's not. So you have to say they are true, but number 2 does not justify number 1. Okay, because over here, number 1 and 2 are true. It's like over here. So here, affirmations on 1 and 2 are true, and number 2 is a justification of number 1. So number 2 and 1 and 2 are true again, but number 1 is not a justification of number 1. So read carefully. You have to see if there is a justification relationship between 1 and 2. So it's true, consciousness desempenha um papel importante no sentido de coibir ou incentivar a tomada de decisão a partir de algum valor. Tá certo, né? E a 2 também. Na escolha ética e na prática moral, temos a responsabilidade de ver o outro igual a nós, não como estranho. Remember Alius and Alter of Cortella? So they are true, but they are not related in a justification basis, right? Number 9, again, you have to associate alternatives with the proper associations, right? It's only a matter of studying. You have to study. That's all. It's not a difficult question. And then again, you have these. Number 1, blah, blah, blah. Why? Oh, because. Number 2, blah, blah, blah. So number 1 and 2 are true, and number 2 is not justification for number 1. Okay, so this is again a type of question that's going to perhaps that's going to be in your online test. All right, the secret is study, be prepared. It's not I mean, the Saturday you will make a test. The level is pretty much equal. Let's say that pretty much equal to the prova objetiva 2 e prova objetiva 1. It's the same level. The difference is that this Saturday's test, you have only a limited amount of time. I'm not going. I don't dare to say how much time, how many hours. I don't recall that. But you have a limited time, and this prova objetiva 2 you have a limited time, but it's really longer. You have days to read the test, to study, to find an answer. So, that's the difference. Prova objetiva 1 e 2, you had 1 week to study and to read the test and to deliver it. But Saturday's test, the semestral test, you only have a few hours. So you have to study. You can't count on your, I don't know, you have to study. You have to be prepared. All right, guys. So I wish you a blessed test. If you study, you're going to do just fine. You are going to do okay. So God bless you guys. See you. I don't know when, but God bless you. We are going to see each other someday, somehow. Bye bye.